15 of the men arrested under Sosma for alleged links to the Tigers of Tamil Eelam or LTTE gathered at the Suhakam office on Monday. They claim to have been intimidated by the police as well as threats and requests for bribe. Umah Devi, the wife of Gadek assemblyman G. Saminathan, who is 4 months pregnant, says a police officer asked her for a bribe in exchange for her husband's freedom.
So I received a call after once I'm sitting there, Bukit Aman, once at the strike. The time strike, they're asking the night time, roughly 11 p.m. The call I received and I answered the call. I said, I'm one of the police officer from inside the Bukit Aman. I just monitor you all be sitting there and asking to please move from the place. Then I say, why we need to move? We just sitting here, so just strike only. We just sitting here until my husband released before Diwali. Then the police officer say, okay, you want to receive the good news by tomorrow morning. But the words they use, but with condition you need to belanja mi makan. I say, belanja mi makan, what the meaning of the police officer say belanja mi makan? They say, simple words also you can't understand. I say, sorry, police rules and words I couldn't understand that. And please, you can recall me later. While I'm sitting here, is purposely to release my husband. So I don't believe your words unless you come in front of me.
What do you think belanja makan means?
Really, minta rasuah lah. The words is looking for money, I think. And they say, if you give belanja makan, definitely I can release your husband only. The words your husband only, I definitely don't believe the words. Because they say my husband only. The Sosma arrest person already 12. Cannot they release one person only, ma? So they words unable to believe one. So I say, sorry police, unless you come in front of me, then only I can. Because I'm asking the name also, they want to
But no one turn out lah, family. No one turn out to you.
No.
Saminathan's personal assistant, K. Jayasuta, also received a call from an alleged Special Branch police officer over her posts on social media about solidarity activities or events.
So what this SB told us was to not post anything because he claimed that my posts are getting viral, and then he asked us to remove. And on the day itself, during the day before he called me at night, there were few messages from Facebook asking me to remove this particular post, saying that it's against community standards.
Okay, how many times did they call you?
Once for myself, but then in our team there are 3 or 4 people who receive the similar kind of calls.
Similar kind of calls.
Yeah.
They identify themselves when they call you?
No, they don't.
But how do you know that they are police?
From the way they talk.
How do you feel about it? When they
Of course, it's not something that we should be happy about because it's definitely intimidation from police, and we already been suffering. The family members are emotionally down. All of us are emotionally down, physically down. But in this situation, police are supposed to be helping us overcome it because until now they are not proven one. So they are not to say they are terrorists. So you shouldn't put that kind of pressure to us or to the family members.
Other families also alleged that the police threatened to arrest them if they organize any solidarity activities, such as a candlelight vigil for the 12 Sosma detainees. Swaram Executive Director Sevando Raisami presented a memorandum to Suhakam urging it to declare the detention of the 12 men under Sosma as invalid. Suhakam Commissioner Gerard Joseph, who accepted the memorandum, said there was a need for the government to be courageous and do away with draconian legislation that went against the rule of law.